Happy Halloween everyone, and welcome to the BHP headquarters in South West London. My name is William Hymuch, Managing Director. Today we're here to judge Dream Car competition at week 43, which ran from October the 24th to October the 30th. Before we do that, I'd like to say congratulations to last week's winner, Mark Foxley, who won the fantastic BMW M2 plus £10,000. I'd now like to introduce Nick Pike from Onside Law, who will be overseeing proceedings today. Thank you.
My name's Nick Pike from Onside Law, and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors, Wilkins Kennedy. I'd now like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a car out of the bag to determine their seating position. The first judge is Mr. Trevor Weaver. Morning, Trevor.
Good morning, I'm Trevor Weaver, been a referee for nearly 30 years, currently refereeing on the Southern Amateur Leagues and the Amateur Football Combination. I also mentor newly qualified referees.
Let's pick a car.
Red.
Thank you. The second judge is Gareth Deneen.
Good morning,
Gareth.
Good morning. Good morning. My name's Gareth Deneen. I'm a senior county referee and I appoint referees to various competitions throughout the London area.
Pick a car, please.
I have the blue car.
Judge number 3 is Ari Mendonca.
Morning, Nick.
Morning, Ari.
Morning. My name is Ari Mendonca. I'm an ex-football player and now referee for more than 10 years. Green.
Thank you, Ari. The fourth judge is Leo Donnellan.
Hello, Nick.
Morning, Leo.
Hello, my name's Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having played with Fulham, Chelsea and Leyton Orient.
Let's pick a car, please.
Orange.
And the fifth and final judge is Matthew Ray.
Hi.
Matthew.
Good morning, my name is Matthew Ray. I'm affiliated in multiple counties across England and I've refereed from grassroots through to professional academies. And the last car is the yellow car.
Okay, judges, please mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I will ask you to do this individually for a few minutes before justifying your position. I'll then ask you to all come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, everyone happy with their individual decision? Yeah. Trevor, if you'd like to explain how you came to your decision.
Yes, the player on the right hand side, number 10 blue, in my opinion is about to head that ball. It's very close to him. The strange thing, I'm not getting much from his colleague on the far left hand side. The shape of his head and his eyes don't seem to be looking where the number 10 is about to head the ball. Same, I found difficulty with the player in white working out the direction of his eyes. So I've based it really on the fact that number 10 is about to head the ball with his arms upstretched, and I've then reached the conclusion that the centre of the ball will be there.
Matt, how did you reach your decision?
Yes, I agree with Trevor here. Really can't gauge much from the player in white or the player in blue on my far left. I think they're just looking at number 10, who is in complete control of the situation, not challenged, so he's going to win the ball, going up for the header. I don't think it's right on his forehead, but it's very, very close. So I've looked at the angle of his head and also the fact that his arms are still up. I think if he was just contacting the ball, his arms would be down and his head would be thrown forward. So I've used that to gauge the distance from his head and the angle of his head looking upwards for the position, and that's why I've placed the ball where I have done.
Ari, could you give me your reasons, please?
Yes, so player in blue on the right side is the one who clearly is going to head the ball. He's already on the phase 2 of his jump. It's just missing to stretch his arms to connect to the ball. The player in white gives me the more likely where the ball should be, because he's really focused, looking at the ball. Player, the teammate of the blue player on the right is basically I think only looking at what his teammate is about to do. So to place my spot, I just focus basically on the body language of the player in blue and where the player in white is looking at. That's where I put my cross.
Leo, how did you decide where to put your cross?
Okay, the player in blue is obviously going to win this header. The main thing about it is he's unopposed. The two other players are just looking on. So I based it solely on him, obviously heading that ball, and his body language. He's obviously jumping. His arms are raised, and I feel it's just a matter of sort of how far you think that ball is away from his head. So that's where I've placed my cross.
And Gareth, if you could explain where your cross was put.
Certainly. Player on the left-hand side of the screen, with his face towards us, is just looking at the general play, so we can't get any information from him. Blue 10 is jump for the ball. He's not at the top of his jump as yet, but the angle of his head and I would assume his eyes are all in the same direction. He's looking straight at the ball, which I think is coming into him at probably a fair pace. So he's going to head the ball away. So I've cross-referenced the angle of his head's at with the eyes from the white-shirted player who's looking above and to his left, our right, and that's where I put my cross.
Judges, please now come to a panel decision on the central screen.
Well, we have a line over there,
We have a line there, yeah. Definitely.
and mine is slightly down, slightly.
I think with the shape of his head, you've got to look at that
I
line.
can see your point, you guys.
Yeah,
Why did you go lower, Harry?
for the white.
I went lower because I felt that he's not really ready to head the ball. His body language doesn't tell me that the ball is that close yet. That's why I went a bit lower. And the way this player is looking so focused,
I can't get much from
You know?
him at all.
from him we just have his shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way he's preparing himself.
And he's the only one who's going to head that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it's-
Unchallenged completely.
Well, the thing about it is he's going to head the ball, and his eyes and his head shape are going to be all in the same direction, aren't they?
Yeah.
So what you've got is you'd be looking considerably further down.
Further
The
down,
four of
yeah.
us think he's
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
all in the same play.
Yeah.
So I think we've got to let's put an
You
average.
put an average in there.
In
Yeah.
between over here,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, so it's to the right of his elbow.
So
This over here, for example, let's start with this point.
Yeah, start.
Yeah.
There we
it's
go.
going to be
I think
between the
so.
blue and the yellow. isn't
Yeah,
it?
It is, yeah.
So
I think
is it
so.
just above his wrist bone? That's not a bad one.
It's not a bad one to start, isn't it?
No.
So just this one we cannot really
Yeah, I don't want
anything
to
from
go.
him,
I
isn't
think
it?
he's just
He's
watching.
just looking, he's just watching from far.
Can we go on to the white player's eyes? Let's see if we get anything in
Yeah,
there.
it's even you can see that both eyes are like almost connecting with each other because he's really
Well, that eye gives an angle that way.
Yeah.
And that one is much more straight up.
that's why.
So we got a wide field on that one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't know how accurate we can gauge anything really from that white player.
He's well way away.
That's
I
what
agree.
That's what
I agree.
Yeah.
But
But
I
he's-
think
he's
we all
looking
get
at
the
the
point.
ball.
He's looking in
we
the
really
direction.
all sort of disregarded him once we
Yeah.
had a look at. You can't get much from him. I think you can only go on the blue.
Yeah, I took no
On the
notice of
blue,
him at
yeah.
all. actually.
So are we a little low then for that one?
I think we're a little.
I would like
No,
to.
I like it come closer actually.
Closer.
So, yeah.
I wouldn't go closer.
I wouldn't go closer either because I don't
No.
think he's at the top of his jump.
No,
his
yeah.
neck muscles aren't cooled up.
Yeah.
But have we got the height right from the average? We're between the blue and the yellow, so which is above that white line of the fence.
Yeah.
I would actually
Oh, I
think we
see
should
what
come a
you're
little bit
talking about.
further to the
So
right.
in there.
Looking at that, I think we should come
To
further
where?
to the right. So
Yeah, I
we,
think-
we should be a little bit further to the right of his
I think,
elbow,
I,
looking
think
upwards.
it's a little higher, and a little
Higher and
to the
slightly
right.
to the right, like that.
No, just go onto your left. You want to come over a bit this way,
This way,
and a little higher.
like that.
Does that look like?
Is that what the angle is?
Can you do the?
But the,
Would
this
you like to
one.
have a look there?
Oh, no, the angle, the height up against that thing on the fence in the back.
So,
How does that look right?
I think that looks good there.
Yeah, I think it's.
So that looks a good average.
I think so.
And what about right to left?
I wouldn't go much more
I
to
think
the
it's
right.
too far left.
I think
because-
it's too far left.
Yeah,
but
because
we're in.
We've got it
That's
over,
where we should
over his
be.
knuckle,
Where are you?
really.
So-
So we,
You see?
Slightly?
yeah, I
Yeah.
reckon,
Okay.
definitely. Well,
Yeah, so if we're going for the average position, I think you're right.
No.
Slightly, still.
No, I think that's fine.
It's fine.
I think that's a good average position, and I don't think we've got any other information, have we?
No.
We've talked
No.
about the guy in white. We can't
Yeah.
take anything more
No.
for him. It's the shape of this guy's head,
Yeah.
and we could be anywhere along that line.
Yeah.
I would still like to come
Where
up
he's
with-
looking as well, so he couldn't.
no, I don't think he.
I wouldn't go closer to him because I don't think he's gonna. He's not curled
Yeah.
up to head the ball yet.
Yeah.
No, he's still jumping, isn't
Yeah,
he? as
yeah.
such,
You're, you're furthest away next to me, and then who's,
Yeah.
who's red? Trevor's the closest one to it.
Yeah. As a compromise,
Yeah,
How does it
Yeah,
work
I
out?
think so.
Okay, have we got it?
I think. I mean, if we're here, and that is the vertical,
yeah.
I would like to come a touch right
Yeah,
again.
you're saying touch right.
I think I would say a touch right if we're going to go for the average position.
yeah,
So,
Yeah,
touch
please.
right.
Slightly.
yeah,
Very
So-
same
yeah.
height but touch right.
Better?
A little bit more.
Bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more, in my opinion.
Just one more notch there.
Right. That's it.
Let's put it over a bit more to the right.
I think we've got to
That's better.
say that that's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
agree.
I think that makes sense for me. Yeah,
That's a good position, I think.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a fair
Alright.
position, yeah.
Everyone happy? Harry, happy with that? Great, let's submit the judgment then. So the coordinates that you've submitted are 1709 371. That's 1709 371. That concludes the judging for today. These coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they will then inform BOTB. That's the end of the judging process. Thanks, gents.